Okay, what happens if you drop a building on someone, inject them with super soldier serum, give them a strong hatred for Captain America and a massive build-up at the end of one movie? Probably about 5 minutes of screen time in the next movie. Where Hot Toys fails, Art Figures delivers. Here is the 1/6 scale Aidol, also known as the Aidol 3, also known as Crossbones from Civil War. Okay, so here's the box, and there seems to be a pattern happening today because I did the T800 from Great Twins, and that was also a black and white box. So we have a simple image of the figure here in a silhouette form with some white accents, a sort of skull motif in white in the background. You got some black all around the outside, Art Figures logo, the name of the figure. Name of the figure on the side, an upside down tray there. I must have put it back wrong, never mind. But it's a skull, promise you. And that's it. And it's just a plastic clamshell inside. Okay, it looks like we're gonna get quite a bit with this guy. I'm unboxing this for the first time just with you guys. We've got the figure here. We've got a flak jacket. We've got some hands. And we've got some parts for the fist gauntlets. And we've got 2 guns there. We move this away. We're going to get some shotgun shells there. We're going to get some knee pads. Going to get some gun holsters. Some extra wrist pegs. Some knives. Some more accessories and clips. Another handgun. Oh, this is going to be fun to put together. Really looking forward to this. Okay, straight out of the box we can see that this is quite a hefty weighted figure. It's got a very sort of stylized angular body underneath, very much like the original Punisher they did. They did a shirtless version of that. You can see there's angles in that bicep and stuff like that. So it's very stylized. It's not a normal 1/6 scale body. And because it's all sculpted and molded to quite a high quality, there is a lot of weight to him. Loose part here, it's not massively loose, but you can see it sort of falls back a little bit. And that's because of the weight of the thighs against the weight of that crotch area. Means there's gonna be a little bit more resistance in that leg. As you can see, he stands confidently on his own. There is a slight bit of ankle pivot in that leg, in that foot there. The rubbery shoes do actually move a little bit so you can get him into fixed standing positions. If we move down, we can see he comes with a lot of accessories, loads of bits. I mean, we're gonna load this guy up. First and foremost is this flak jacket. Lots of pockets, very nicely sewn, tons of buckles. Look at the detail in that. And we get the crossbones bit here. This is a little faded in my eyes. I think I might have to improve on that a little bit. This is a handgun he comes with. It's empty at the moment. Moves slightly, but not very well. And it looks like I've nearly broke the damn thing. Okay, so it does move back, but it's actually quite fiddly. So I wouldn't recommend doing that over and over again, just like I did. Let's see what clips fit in this thing. Yeah, that clip fits in quite nicely. That fits in quite nicely. Tough to get out though. And that's fallen off again. I've really got to be careful with this. I think I'm going to break it. It comes with this little flick knife here. I really like this because it actually flicks out. That's very, very nice. There's a tiny clip here to clip it onto the belt, but be very careful of that. That looks very weak. Some handles that fits onto his gauntlets, so when the knuckles are on there, he's got something to grip onto. He's got this crazy sort of, it's almost like an Arkham Knight style gun, isn't it? Pretty mad. I mean, it slides forward and back a little bit, but not much. There's a clip in there. Pops out. Let's see if these other ones fit in. Bit too small. Quite like the gold accents on that. It's a bit more stylized than usual. Very Robocop-esque, isn't it? These knee pads are really nice. They're on some sort of fabric. They've got this sort of nice chrome touch to them, but the top have also faded away a little bit. That's going to be fun to fit on. Here's one of his throwing knives. Goes into one of the belt clips. And he comes with 2 of these, and these are very nicely painted. And these are the knuckle dusters and knife combo that he tries to pound Captain America into the wall with. Very well painted. Some nice details there all the way along. It's got a nice matte sort of touch to it, like it's dirty and sort of greasy inside there. Look, comes with this big ass sort of shotgun machine gun type thing. Some nice dry brushing in there. Good details. There's no moving parts. I've tried to move things out on this and nothing seems to move. Very chunky. Shotgun shells for the shoulder pad on his arm. That's going to go on there. I don't think I've got any instructions with this guy. So if I didn't get any instructions, I'm just going to have to wing it and see how everything fits on there. Probably use the original prototype photos and see how we get on. Some shoulder pads. I think this is where the shotgun pouch is going to go. Gun pouch. That's just going to fit this in here like that, I think. It's just keep coming off now. Hope I haven't broken it. Damn it. There, fits in pretty snugly. And lots of magazine pouches. Okay, let's see if we can get some accessories on this guy. Okay, just a top tip. What you want to do is you want to undo one side of the flak jacket here. You want to feed one arm through, remove the head, and then put this through like this. Actually saying that, it looks like these can actually come undone. So I might have wasted my own time there. But yeah, lessons learned there. I think these guys can become undone. Because they're so flimsy, I didn't want to risk it. But it seemed to stretch this out anyway and it popped open, so we'll see how we get on. Okay, so here he is finally kitted up and ready to go. I've put the gauntlets on as best I can. They're a little bit fiddly to do and sometimes these ends here pop out. Come on, get back in there, you. Needs a little bit more TLC, but it can work. Got all his weaponry attached to the flak vest. Come around, we can see that cross in the middle of his chest. And he's got his weapon ammo belt clips on this secondary belt that comes in the packet. That's a second belt. You put those clips on there, one left, one right. We turn it around. We can see he's got his sidearm just on his leg here. It's a bit fiddly to get on. You then put his knee pads on. We come around. We've got this upper arm ammo magazine holder here. Turn it around on the other side. You've got his shotgun shells on this side, his throwing knife on this side, and the flick knife on there as well. And this is, again, this is very stylized. This is more like, I'd say, Gangster's Kingdom style figure. He's got very stylized angles, especially in the body, the chest and the arms and the legs. They just have all these sharp edges to them. And so does that head sculpt. Okay, and here's the head sculpt, fully masked. You can't see any human features behind it. Exactly like the prototype, which is a shame. I like to think they maybe could have improved on that. You can see there are a lot of angles all the way around this helmet. It's not too bad though. You could almost get away with it. You would just say that that is the helmet. It's meant to be like that. And you turn around, we can see he's got the strap around the back. Still, you can see all those little jaggedy angles going around. And one of the slight bugbears is that little dot there, that little black dot. You could probably, I don't know, get some white acrylic paint and dry brush. Just that part here, just to knock that down to make it look like it's actually part of that. Honestly, it's a nice looking figure. I always like a nice sort of black military combat style figure, but I don't know. I think you have to either love this head sculpt and just be wanting to get this one all the time, or you'd be looking to try and replace that with something else. And then we come down to the flak jacket, and this is very different from the movie Crossbones. Movie Crossbones had like a metal armor plate, and he painted on an X on there. Whereas this is actually white strapping across there, and there's some paint missing here. Could probably pull that down. Maybe some of that paint would be on that side there, but we'll see. We can see there's loads of pockets in that flak jacket. It's very detailed. We can see that these ammo magazines on his upper arm there. We can see the shotgun shells on that side, and we can see that throwing knife and the flick knife. If we come in and have a look at these gauntlets, you can see that these are actually the most movie accurate piece on here. I still think there's a few more angles on these that shouldn't be. If you wanted a movie accurate one, especially around here, there's some sharper, sort of harder edges around here. Should be more round, I think. But this is the closest we've got to a 1/6 scale Crossbones so far anyway. And you can see that there are details there. This is actually almost exactly like it was in the movie. He's got the blades that go on like that. And that's all exactly what it was like in the film. Few more angles there. I'd say, honestly, I think there is a fantastic starting point here for a kit bash of Crossbones. Especially these gauntlets here, they work fantastically. But I think you'd have to really replace this flak jacket with a different one. And the head sculpt, that head sculpt would have to go. I think they could improve on it, but because it's got no eyes or anything, it just looks like a masked mercenary rather than Crossbones himself. And then we have the trousers, nice stitching, very well made, good pockets. They all lift up, the flaps move and come around, and those knee pads got a nice chrome finish to them. And they sort of have different layered, sort of different fading effect near the top of the knees to make it look like he's used them. And then we can see the boots. And these boots are like a plasticky, rubbery boot. They look like fabric, but they're not, which is good actually, because they've actually made the effort to try and make it look real. And these laces are obviously real. And all in all, I really like this. I think it's pretty good. Now you're supposed to be able to take this shotgun, machine gun type thing and attach this via the straps on his back. But unfortunately, those straps are just a little bit too small and it's so fiddly. It really wasn't worth me putting them on there. But this gun doesn't go anywhere from what I can see. He's posing with it in photos, but I don't see any place for it to go on this figure anywhere. Left and right trigger hands and relaxed left and right hands, and he's got these gripping hands which he uses to hold onto these gauntlets, and this, you can see it moves up and down, so I'm wondering if I move this down a little bit it might fix these issues I'm having with the little bits of the gauntlet popping out. But you can also extend them a little bit as well. Because of the way they're designed, there's this small amount of extension in there. Be very careful, you don't want to break it. These three are on pistons. You can bring this out a little further, so you want to fit that on there. You want to get all three lined up, and they can stick out a little bit more if you want. Overall guys, I think Art Figures have done a really nice sort of mercenary style 1/6 scale figure. It does have a couple of bits on there that sort of remind you of Crossbones, but they've really played it safe. Certainly no Toy Zero the Mechanical, where that is Cable from Deadpool. This is just an artistic interpretation, and they have taken Crossbones as a base and they have developed it from there and pushed it forward, and you've got this cool artistic looking mercenary. This does have the foundations of a really good Crossbones kit bash, but you definitely need a new vest and you definitely need a new head sculpt. Other than that, I think this would be really good if someone could actually do a run of Crossbones head sculpts and also a flak jacket with the cross on the front of it. I think we're all laughing, but as it is, just a nice mercenary that reminds you a little bit of Crossbones. And I know it's not entirely fair to do this, but I've got the Marvel Legends Crossbone figure here. So we're going to have a quick look at this and see similarities and differences. Okay, as you can see, he's got a metal chest plate armor there. The shotgun shells and the sort of throwing knife and possible spanner type thing are exactly as they should be. The gauntlets are very, very similar. Like I said, you can see just along here, those gauntlets there on the tip are very, very similar. This one doesn't have the knives on it. Pistons, all very much the same. Got two belt straps there, just like this guy has two belt straps. He's got ammo clips here and ammo clip there, just like on the Aidol. The knee pads are a little different and there's no shin guards. You can see that he does have the clips on the upper arm there, but again, it's that sort of metal plate design there. And you can see that this one, the head sculpt for Crossbones, isn't as angular, and you can see the eyes behind. So yeah, I hope someone can make Crossbones head sculpt and some armor plating for the chest. And I honestly think Aidol could actually be a really nice Crossbones for the MCU collection. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and if you could get the fuck out of my cave, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks a lot guys, bye bye.